Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hang on just a second. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
So, we have yet another comic drawn by Kelly Ishikawa, and we showed this first comic yesterday. It's the Nomies comic strip. And this one's kind of funny, too. What exactly are these Nomies, this guy asks. They're a cult, an internet hoax. Wait, who's that? Is he their leader? No, sir. I think he's the dad. It's my dad. He's in a comic. Look at that. He's even got Post-it notes, or yellow stickies, on his iPhone. You mean they're a commune? We're here to have fun, really. Sharing our knowledge with the world in the LockerGnome Daily Report. That's TLDR for short. Where we talk about today's trends, topics, what's on your mind. What's on your mind, everybody? Just curious to know, really. We're here to have fun and inform. That's our goal with the LockerGnome universe of content. Check us out, LockerGnome.com. Take a look at the links in this description. If you want to click on each one of them, share them if you find them interesting. We'd certainly appreciate that. And I just want to welcome, before we get too far into this, all of our registered Nomies. Video editor Dude, PJ Hanna, Austin L. Allen, Tyler Biedka, Micaiah, Joe Izzard, J. Kane 11, Jack P. Bentar, S. Jordan, Foxy Wolf, Team Wardo, Zigzag 54, Crazy Tika, Brian, This Damn Scotsman, and his name actually made an appearance in this comic. There's an Easter egg in there. You can take a look at the full version of it. I shared it on Facebook, and I also shared it on my Google Plus page. Tweeted it out earlier. Also posted it to the Flickr account. Hey, C. Miller, 518, Danny Harrington, Administrator, DJ Mix Doctor, Browser Nerd, Magic Tracks. You are all very, I would say, supportive of the things that we do here. Whether you're on nomies.com, check it out if you haven't already. It's kind of a mastermind group of sorts, especially for those of you who do business online. And I know a large part of my current audience, consumes the content. You love taking in what we have to share, whether it's Chris Pirillo or LockerGnome.com. But there's some of you who do business for yourself, and you're interested in technology and how it influences your business. That's really what the Nomies group is set up for. Despite us having fun sometimes in comic strips, it's really more along the lines of helping you make money doing what you love doing. That's, I think, the future. Big business is in small business. Hey, everybody watching on YouTube, including Stardale02, the Pod 96, Michael Stipe Fan 777, Jeeb Master, M Chiung 10, How to Meet Girls. That's the user's handle there. Morning Snofkin, Joshush 812, One Radical Dude, Foxy Wolf Productions, Bob's Awesome Channel, Evangelist Soldier JS 172378, Mr. King Naz, Bigfoot Nick 1, IBM ThinkPad R51, and there's so many people who are watching this live feed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking the video. In fact, I'm going to make it easier for you today. If we get to 300 likes for this live broadcast, I will take the Cinnamon Challenge. 300 likes and one new annual subscribed Nomie. Those two things. Got to go hand in hand, and I will take the Cinnamon Challenge during the live broadcast. And that apparently is when I take a tablespoonful of cinnamon and try to swallow it. Have no idea how that's going to go. But we appreciate all the likes and the shares and the spreads that you guys are doing. And in fact, speaking of spreads, I want to give you guys a brief update. I did a video last week talking about how you can connect your Twitter and or Facebook account to go.tagjag.com/spread. And by doing that, let me just show you some of our generic Bitly stats. You can see here, this was our average during the week. It dips during the weekend, unfortunately. And you notice this big spike here. It's because we started right around here to use this spread service. And I don't know if can you guys see that okay, the bar graph there? We went, on average, from getting about 777 clicks per share on Twitter. And thanks to you, now, I got to show you, on February 20th, we doubled that. And then came real close again to doubling it on February 21st. Even if it's cut off, you got to know you guys have done an amazing job at helping spread the word of what we're doing. Thank you for the +1s, the tweets, the likes, the shares. We need it. You doubled our reach. Thank you for doing that. In fact, I wanted to give I guess I should give you further credit here. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little closer and give credit to these people. Can you see Can you see their names on that? Andrew Epperson, Ryan Carteret, Jonathan Hyland, Jonathan Matthew Hyland, because he connected both his Twitter and Facebook account. Sean Jordan, Ash Martin, Connor Bureaus, Kerry Tigerson, Pressonet, Callum Edwards, Glenn, that's his name, Alex Zamushka, Hayden Guys, Dennis Van de Konig, Bharat Kumar Gupta, The Geek Panel, Ciarif S. Arman, Frederick Lundqvist, oh, you have to pardon me for slaughtering these names, Christopher Gorman, Chris Julian, Jordan Vasquez, Corey Morris, and, the list is quite extensive. We have currently several hundred people who are using the service. Again, go.tagjag.com/spread. You connect your Twitter and Facebook accounts to automatically spread the word of what we're creating on YouTube or on LockerGnome.com, and it's working. Working better than I could have ever expected it to work. It's doubled the amount of attention that we're getting for the content that you love. You guys are obviously liking what we do. Just help us spread the word. Take that extra step. Do those +1s, those shares, those likes. It matters. Everything that you are doing matters to us. Whether you're on nomies.com as a registered user, or you're just out there in the greater part of our community, which is a great community, we need that bit of help. So I would love to see us double that again. It'll take a lot more people, though, sharing the word. But I would love to be able to see an upward trend on the amount of shares that we're doing with the content that we're creating on LockerGnome every single day. Weekdays we publish more than we do on the weekends, but weekends are a great time to catch up. So today we're going to be covering Guild Wars 2, programs that every on-site support technician should have, how to use Google Plus better, digital currencies, Bitcoin if you're not familiar with it, how to opt out of receiving the yellow pages, and the top 10 iPhone apps for productivity. And even if you don't have an iPhone, just think of it like a smartphone app array to increase the productivity that you might have. And that's really, I think, and they would probably tell you, the Nomies here behind me would tell you that's the big drive behind putting Nomies together. It's to drive more value, helping you do the things that you're trying to do. Because I know there are a lot of people who just love sitting back and consuming the content, but sometimes you're thinking, well, Chris, for the rest of my life, I don't just want to consume. I actually want to do something. I want to start my own business. I want to make money online. How do I do it? That's exactly what Nomies is for. But if you're just someone who just loves the content we create, well, sharing the stuff that we're sharing with you, with other people, is really just as, I would say, as much of a supportive tool for our, could we call it a belt, of our utility belt, as any other part of our utility belt. I'm kind of like Batman that way. I don't have a bat cave, really, at least not yet. This is more like a bat office, although I'm not really a Batman fan. Diana, our beautiful producer and director of these live videos, is a Batman fan. Well, I never really asked you why. Why do you like Batman so much?
Because it's so, he's cute.
He's cute. It's the reason my girlfriend likes Batman. Maybe one day there will be a Chris Pirillo action figure you can buy at the department store that would be equally as... Is it the ears? Is that the... It's not really... Bats really don't have ears, though, because they can't hear, can they? No way, they can't see. Well, apparently I don't know that much about bats. Don't they lactate, though? Aren't they mammals? They have, they... So, 300 likes and one annual subscriber to nomies.com, and we will do the Cinnamon Challenge. Let's go ahead and start rocking and rolling here. I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out. Feel free to retweet it if you like, and I know a few hundred of you are doing this anyway. I'm going to go ahead and share this on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. And let me go ahead. I have to like the video, too, because that's the easiest way for me to share it to my Google Plus circles, just like, see here, who plus one it first? Danny Harrington, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris, and Brian Miner. Thank you. And I'm going to type in a comment here. So that way people who subscribe to me or circle me on Google+, all 750,000 of you. Wow. I can't believe... Do you realize we almost have 1 million people circled, or I guess having circled us. This is us. It's not just me. Nomies are as much a part of the video. The commentary that you guys might run on YouTube are as much a part of the video, if I call it out, a good comment. The things that you share, you're as much a part of this as I am. Sitting here in my short sleeve plaid shirt, which I'm sure is blinding you if the light's hitting it the right way. It's kind of bright. It's cold outside, but I'm wearing short sleeve shirts. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever worn this during a TLDR broadcast. And I'm sure there's going to be someone out there who's going to review the archive. No, you wore it actually in December. Blah, blah, blah. The day that you told us about. All right. First of all, let's go ahead and cover that Guild Wars information. Apparently, this is some big news if you love Guild Wars. And if you don't love Guild Wars, I'm going to go ahead and pull in one of our contributors on LockerGnome. You can become a contributor too if you write well. We are growing the network, so you can become a part of our family. Even if you don't, like the things that we do right now, maybe you can make things better by contributing things on your own. Why would I help you? Because we're here to help everybody. Really? It's kind of the circle. Really? We don't like helping anybody. Why are you watching this video? That's a wrong thing to say. Obviously, I was being facetious. Go ahead and launch TeamSpeak here, pull in the Nomies, and jump into a separate chat room. Give me a second. Matt!
Hey!
Hey! Let's see, are you getting levels on Matt there, Diana?
Check 1, check 2, check 3,
All
check
right.
4.
We are good. Let's go ahead and talk about this bit of news, Matt. And I'm going to go ahead and do my best to introduce it and then basically turn it over to you, asking questions specifically about Guild Wars 2 and why should people be interested? There may be players out there already, but really, what is the reason Guild Wars is so popular? Why would someone who doesn't want to play Guild Wars want to start playing right now, especially based on this information? So, give me a second. Clearing my throat. I have been recording a video or streaming it, but now we're doing a separate video here for the channel, so give me a second. I'm not much of a gamer myself, but I know a great part of our community, and it is a great community, do play games. And not just casual games on mobile devices like smartphones or tablets, but games on PCs. There's a big PC gaming community. And anytime I talk about PC gaming dying, they get upset. So, here's some good news for those of you who love playing games and like getting in on things before anybody else gets in on things. Matt Ryan has created an article. It's linked in the video's description. Guild Wars 2 closed beta open to applications for only 48 hours. So, Matt, what's the scoop?
Well, Guild Wars has actually been in closed beta since last December. And the Guild Wars 2 project has been going on for years. ArenaNet says it's the largest project they've ever worked on. And getting a beta invitation is kind of like finding a unicorn. It's kind of hard to get right now. So they've opened it up for 48 hours. And you can sign up and you can possibly get selected to take part in the invitation.
So why would someone who's never played Guild Wars before be interested in this particular beta?
Okay, here's what's cool. MMOs all around the web right now are having a lot of issues.
Let's take a step back. Let's define MMO, because there are some people who may be watching who don't exactly know what an MMO is.
Very true. MMO means massively multiplayer online game. If you're familiar with World of Warcraft or games such as that, EVE Online, then that's basically what an MMO is. And Guild Wars, when it first launched years ago, was one of the first, if not the first, to say, we're not going to charge a monthly subscription. You buy the game once, you can play it forever.
Wow. And
it basically worked like that. And they released updates, and instead of, for example, like World of Warcraft, you would have to pay $50 or what have you for the update as it came out, just to be able to take part in the content. They said, if you buy the update, you don't have to buy the original game. You can play just the update if you want to. And that's how Guild Wars worked, and it was pretty interesting. But also, there's no queue for specific quest areas. You're not all thrown into the same pot. You actually, once you leave a town, you're in an instance that's entirely to your own, and you can play it single player if you really wanted to. So that's kind of what makes Guild Wars a little interesting.
Well, we try our best to keep people informed with LockerGnome, and so I know there are people out there who are going to be very interested in this news that you've shared. I assume more information is there on the article?
Absolutely. And again, at 48 hours, you can sign up. You have to have Windows. About that, Mac users, you have to have Windows. They'll run a quick check on your system. You send your specs into ArenaNet, And if they decide that you're worthy of an invitation, you'll get one.
Not bad. Well, and the good news is you can still run Windows on a Mac, whether it's through Boot Camp or I don't know if I'd push something like this through a virtual machine, but hopefully everybody will appreciate this bit of news. Thank you, Matt. Cool.
Perfect.
3 minutes.
3:15.
Not bad, Matt. We did good on time. Kept it about 3.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you. Good job. Great job explaining that, by the way. You did an amazing job explaining that. Thank you. Because Lord knows I would not have been able to explain that. All right, so now that we've told you guys about that super, not really exclusive, but really limited time beta, hopefully looks like we had more people sign up for spreading at go.tagjag.com/spread. Geeky Gremlin, Joshua Kane, Sebastian Soborski, Tech Fallout, Luke Rankin, Paul Scavone. You guys all signed up. So maybe I'll have to continue the shout-outs for people who go to go.tagjag.com/spread during this broadcast, and we'll announce your names as people who are now helping spread the word about what we do on their Facebook and or Twitter accounts. All right. I like being able to say, hey, here are the people who really, truly support us. Not just the Gnomies who get a chance to be in every one of these live broadcasts. Hey, well, Stacy? Where's Stacy? Did Stacy jump in? Hey, there's Thomas Corbett. Where's Stacy, though? I don't see Stacy. All right. I got an itch that I just can't scratch. Did you get a new glass for wine? No. This is just a nice little glass. It's a low center of gravity, really. It's not unboxing juice because I'm not unboxing anything. This is what is this? A report juice? That just kind of sounds disgusting. I think keeping it an unboxing juice, even if we're not unboxing anything, it just seems. You know what I need to do? I need to find a winery out there to bottle a really good wine and call it unboxing juice, and we'll sell it. I need to find. Can anybody help me find a winery where we can make our own label and call it unboxing juice? I've got my unboxing juice. Come on. We'll start a trend. Why not? I'll make my voice go up a few more octaves, too. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about 5 programs every on-site support technician should have. And I don't know how many people really in Gnomies, a few of them have businesses that are geared towards doing tech support for people. Quite a few people have joined Gnomies because of that, and hopefully we've helped them, give them, the tools that they needed to survive as a business, not just software tools. Let's see here. I think I've staged it just right. The link is in the description. Feel free to share that as you have been sharing the other things. Although I feel bad, I didn't +1 that Guild Wars 2. Sorry. I got to +1 it now. Okay, it's +1. Sorry about that. Won't happen again, swear. So we've put together an organization of masterminds under gnomies.com, and a few people who have joined are computer technicians, people who have businesses helping other people with their computer problems. And during random discussions that we were having the other day in our public TeamSpeak server that's tied into the video feed at live.pirillo.com, we started discussing tools that are used to better diagnose and troubleshoot issues. This is now turned into an article on LockerGnome.com as linked in the video's description. Let me go ahead and +1 that, just like Harry Creeder, Sean Jordan, Skylar Johnson, Stacey Ferris, and Brian Miner have done, because on here we've listed a few very helpful utilities, even if you're not a computer repair technician. If you are someone who's looking for tools to better troubleshoot problems, take a look at this list. Ultimate Boot CD. Malwarebytes Anti-Malware. That's a company, I gotta tell you, that has a huge amount of support from our community. Super Anti-Spyware. Probably one of the leading anti-spyware tools available. GMER, that can help you identify or better identify rootkits, which are definitely nasty. And then, of course, MSConfig. Now, I know you're thinking, well, everybody knows about MSConfig. No, they don't. It's a tool that's baked into Windows, and you can access it to tweak things like what processes might be running on startup or not, or at least get a list of which processes are running. You can turn utilities on or off from running on startup that aren't processes or system processes. And I know if your eyes are just glazing over, like, what the heck are you talking about? Well, even if you're not aware that these tools exist to make your life easier when it comes to troubleshooting problems that you might be having with a Windows PC, you might pass this list along to someone who could help you troubleshoot those problems. Or, if you wanted a good place to start, this would be the list. We also threw in a bonus tip, a hat tip, a virtual hat tip, to Steve Gibson for SpinRite, probably the best way to recover data from a crashed hard drive. Area 51, he's also a computer technician. Venting Sanity, PJ Hanna. We have so many geeks who have joined us in Gnomies, and they're building each other up. They're helping each other have a better business in computer repair. So if you want to go down the path of having a tech-related career, head over to gnomies.com. But if you don't want to join that club, it's quite all right. We've got this list open for everybody, for you to share with the rest of the world, the top 5 programs with that bonus thrown in there, just for good measure, that every on-site support technician should have. Or even really, if you can't be on-site, you can give it to the person who's on the other end to help you, I guess, fix the computer that you can't be physically in front of. It's a great set of resources. Very, very grateful that everybody has been passing along their tips. If you have anything else to add, feel free to leave a comment, either on the article or this video. Woot! All right, here we go. Let's see if anybody else has signed up for Spread here. Yes, indeed. We have Danny Ogra, Ben Tarr, Jeremy Keller, DJ Mix Doctor, Nick Lehman, Kyle Kimberlin, Ben Tarr, he signed up to Twitter and Facebook. Joe Izzard, Nathan Houghton. Joe Izzard actually signed up his Twitter and his Facebook there. So thank you for those additional spreaders. Just like butter. LockerGnome content is like butter, only less fattening, unless you eat it, in which case you're doing it wrong. Our content is meant to be digested. It's made to be digested mentally. Digested up here. Think of your brain like a stomach. Don't eat the content. It doesn't taste good, really. All right, so how to use Google Plus better. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull open our the Google Plus page here, and where am I going with this? I'm thinking of how I can show you guys, really, the Google Plus page. Let me move this here. Dropping comics all over the place here. I didn't even have that plugged in. That would have been bad. Let me go ahead and open up my personal page. And I think we'll start there on the personal page and show people, like, this many people have had me in their circles. Okay, you ready, honey? That's not her name. Her name is Diana to you. Do not call her honey. Can you see that okay? Can you see that number?
No.
Like that?
It's cutting off a little.
It's cutting off? How about that?
Perfect.
Live production issues, folks. Ready? So at this point in time, we are coming close to having 1 million people circled us, or who have circled us on Google+. 731,000 people have circled me on Google+, and I guess us, because I also share the content that you might be creating there on Google+. So for anybody who says, there's nobody on Google+, they don't know what they're talking about. Google's done a great job at integrating a lot of that information that's on Google+ with Google organic search results, and that is the number one reason you might want to get your own business page on Google+ if you haven't already. See, there's our business page, separate from my personal page. You can circle LockerGnome there. You can circle chris.pirillo.com there. You can circle really anybody. So if you are looking for more starter tips, really, you've got Google+, you can't figure out what to do with it. We did a video a couple of weeks ago with my dad when we set up his Google+ profile. We've outlined a few more suggestions for you in the article that we linked in the description, how to use Google+ better. So even if you've already tried Google+ and you wrote it off, the thing to keep in mind is they are constantly innovating. They are changing things, by and large, for the better. I'm going to go ahead and +1 this, because that's the big thing. If you're not +1ing things that you like on the web, you're not doing yourself or the people who have circled you any favors. It's kind of like liking something on Facebook. You can +1 something for Google+. And that will influence everybody who circles you when they go to search Google. That's just about everybody on the planet today. So a few tips. The number one tip that I've shared with other people every time I talk about Google+, do not treat it like Facebook. Do not think it's like Twitter. It's Google+. That's it. It's social. It's social media-ish, but it's not like anything other than Google+. And you'll learn that when you try something new, if you treat it as if it was something different, you'll enjoy it more. You will maximize the time spent on it. But the moment that you start treating something like something that it's not, it's going to be a big fat fail. I mean, imagine if you tried using your smartphone as if it was a desktop computer. Oh my God, your head would explode. C'est impossible! It's the best French I have. Is that French? I have no idea. I don't speak French. But I do speak the language of Google+. Other tips we've listed here in the article: connect with others who share your interests. So kind of like Chime In, where you could find people who are creating things on their own and sharing them on Google+, or possibly even sharing things that you're also interested in. I found so many other adult fans of Lego on Google+, that I would never have found on Facebook. Certainly would never have found on Twitter. Completely different types of networks. So the key on Google+ is to interact, share. Don't just, you can sit there passively and go, yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. But if you don't +1 something, or you don't comment, or you don't like it, the people who are creating or initiating this content sharing workflow don't know that they're even getting your attention. So interaction is the name of the game. That's the whole idea behind social media, is being social online. It's open to a wide variety of ages at this point. You can use pseudonyms if you want. They are changing things, I wouldn't say every day, but every month it gets better and better. So I hope to see you on Google+. If you share interesting stuff, I'd be happy to circle you. Of course, we circle all the Gnomies, and they get more. Do you guys get tons of followers from the Gnomies? If you're looking for more followers on Google+, join us at gnomies.com and you'll be added to the Gnomies circle. That's one guarantee. And these guys love it. They get a lot of followers that way, because it's nice to know that you're getting followed by people, or circled. Sorry to use that word. But hopefully, these tips can get you going the right direction with Google+. We hope to help, because I have always thought that Google was on the right path with Google+, and believe it still has promise. Don't count it out. Even if you looked at it once and forgot about it, it ain't dead, and we're certainly not yet. And it only gets better the more people who join, the more people who use it. So we'll find you over there circling things and sharing things and having fun and informing people, just like we do anywhere else.
Stacy said too many.
Okie dokie. Now I think we move on to digital currencies. How to use Google Plus better. Digital currencies, part 1, using digital currency to increase your capital. 19 people have plus 1'd it so far. Let's see if we can get more. More than 19 here. Mac or Windows? That is a crazy question. One is a computer, one's an operating system. The people who ask these questions, I go with Linux. Really. It's great. It's easy, too. Really. If you didn't detect the sarcasm. Sarcasm is what happens if you're so sarcastic, it actually hurts. All right, digital currencies, part 1, using digital currency to increase your capital. Let's see here. Go here. How can I start this out? You ready? Do you see it? No, you don't see it, because that's digital currency. It exists, but it doesn't exist. You've probably heard of something called Bitcoin, a decentralized form of currency that can be generated and used to exchange goods and services without going through any one institution or another. That's why it's called decentralized. If you're not familiar with digital currency, this is probably the future of us, humanity, and economies. Does it work well right now? Well, it's not perfect, but it certainly is interesting to think about it. I probably have more in common with you, even if you live on the other side of the world, than I might have in common with my next door neighbor. And we may live in different countries. We may live in completely different economies, but we still interact with each other using the internet as our, and think about it, it is our country, the internet. So what money would we use on the internet? Some digital currency. So we are going to start diving in deeper to give you a better understanding of what these digital currencies are and really the impact that it's having on today's economy in traditional marketplaces and the future. Part 1 has been posted. It's linked in the video description. Digital currencies, using digital currency to increase your capital, because you can generate Bitcoin and turn that into real money through exchanges, whether you're talking about converting it into the US dollar or the euro. It doesn't matter if the exchange is set up for you to exchange this digital currency into real currency, but then again, you have to ask, what is real? Well, it's the value we ascribe to one particular piece of currency or another. If tomorrow we decided we were going to deal in lip balm, that would become the currency. It'd be a horrible form of currency, but I think you get what I'm talking about. And if you don't, take a look at the article. Really, this is exciting to think about, despite the hurdles that we have to overcome with digital currencies. Where are we going? Really, think 50 years from now. Do you think the idea of geopolitical boundaries are going to exist? For a moment, where do you live? If you're not connected to the internet, where are you? Are you disconnected? You're dissociated from things around you. That disparity between being connected and not being connected is going to increase. And if you're increasingly finding yourself disconnected from the internet, you are also disconnected from the world. It makes sense that digital currency will eventually replace other currencies. How soon? That's anybody's guess. Cool. All right. That was that one. Any other spreader signups? Got a couple, I guess. Anthony Wadley, Kerman Balint, HeyX32, Balu, Michael Thompson, Max L. Schultz, Danny Ogra. That you guys all signed up at go.tagjag.com/spread to spread the word about the content that we are creating. It looks like we are about halfway to doing a cinnamon challenge. Halfway. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you're going to make it this time. But, good luck. You guys you control our destiny here. How to opt out of receiving the yellow pages. Hang on just a second. I don't have any yellow pages. Okay, you ready? You see this in my hand? No, you don't. This was the copy of the yellow pages that they delivered to my doorstep and that I promptly threw into the recycle bin. Why? I don't understand why yellow pages still exist. Yes, it's easy to pick up a book and flip through it and go, oh, this is what I'm looking for, but you don't know anything about these businesses. Really? Are they legit? Oh, they have a big ad, therefore they must be good. No, they just have a great marketing budget. That's all. I'd rather look for stuff online, as would anybody with half a brain cell. Yes, if you're in a territory that you're not familiar with, you may need to pick up a book, but at which point, can't you just pick up your phone and go, that's what I'm looking for. Yellow pages. Why? Same thing with white pages. I mean, the idea is so outmoded, but they still deliver them because people still use them for one reason or another. Those generations are dying off. I cannot imagine anybody who is younger than me. Honey, when was the last time you picked up yellow pages?
Can't remember.
She can't even remember. And you know what? It doesn't surprise me, because last time I picked one up, it was to throw it away. And they keep delivering them. Because it's like they're serving up ads, right, in the yellow. I don't care. I don't need it. So if you are looking for a way to opt out of receiving these yellow pages, save a tree. Actually, you probably save a forest if everybody goes here to opt out of receiving the yellow pages. We've got the link here in the description where you could, not get the yellow pages. But in order to not get the yellow pages, you have to tell them, hey, we don't want the yellow pages. Does anybody still use the yellow? Who are you? Who are you people? Stop it! I didn't tell him to click the link. Did I? Did I say click the link? Look at the link. Click. Did I point below? Did I do it? Zigzag said. Oh, Zen said no. Zigzag said yes. I can't remember if I did. I said to find. Didn't I say like to find out?
Yeah.
Didn't I say find out how to do it here
Yeah.
at the link?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did.
So hopefully they'll make that leap and do it. I don't know. Any other people? Go.tagjag.com/spread. Let's see. Yes, Jack S is the latest one who has connected his Twitter account to help spread the word. Click the link, Juice. They said no, I didn't. Dang it.
I thought you did.
Apps, don't, no. I did that whole video and I didn't say click the link to find out?
You
No, I didn't. Did I?
did. I thought you did. Let's get towards the end. Hold on.
I don't know if I don't want to review it in this thing. Even if I didn't, hopefully, I can say use this link to how to. No, you want to watch the whole thing again. I'll have to look at it after the broadcast. Sorry, guys. I got so caught up in the moment, I didn't say click the link to find out how to do it.
I thought you did.
You said go to the link. See, Zigzag54 said, okay, fine. I said it. That's all I need to say. It's great. I believe you, honey. It's just that we get so caught up in this that sometimes, you know. What?
You're still not sure.
I'm sure. I'm putting it behind me now. I'm moving on with the top 10 productivity iPhone apps. All right. Are you ready? Hang on. Okay, go ahead. I have a lot of apps installed on my iPhone. The list kind of goes on and on and on and on and on, like me. And it's fun to install a new app on a smartphone, but I also use this as I would pretty much any computer. Yes, that's right. This smartphone is a computer. It's got hardware, software, an operating system, does everything I need it to do, and then some. And if you need to get some stuff done, don't feel you need to be strapped to some kind of desktop or traditional laptop machine. In fact, some tools have been completely replaced. Hardware has been replaced through smartphone applications. This phone is a computer, and it's made me so much more productive with the things that I need to do for a job, to pay the bills. And we've listed out our top 10 productivity apps for the iPhone. Now, even if you're sitting there, I don't have an iPhone, I have another phone. Fine. Some of these apps, in fact, many of them, have cross-platform counterparts. One of the apps, which was going to be mentioned inevitably, we mention it seemingly in every article that we post on LockerGnome.com, Evernote. People love Evernote, especially if you're trying to keep your notes synchronized between a variety of platforms. Evernote certainly does have an iOS conduit. Dropbox, another one. You've probably heard about it before. If you do anything in the world of sharing files legitimately online, but a few that you may not have heard of that can turn your phone into something beyond a phone. I use these applications that turn it into a scanner. So if I can find the app, I went so deep I forgot where I was. I have scanning applications, including Jotnot Pro, Genius Scan, Prismo, Signit, CardScan, TurboScan, Cam Scanner, CardMunch, DocuSign. That's just in my DocuScans folder on my iPhone. Turns this little camera into a scanner, and so I make PDFs and send them all over the place, whether email, Google Docs, Dropbox. This is a scanner, and even if I'm standing just feet away from a desktop scanner, I'd still rather use this because it's easier. It's so much easier to use this when there's an app that is developed with whatever tool you have in mind. And to me, that's the best app of them all, is the one that does what you need it to do when you need it to do it. I also recommend iTalk as a way to better record your voice in some type of voice memo. Of course, using the default voice memo application is just as fine or just as good. But what I like about iTalk is that it allows you to browse all those audio files from any machine on your local network. Easy, convenient. It's right there. We've got a couple of other apps listed, including Skyfire, an alternative browser that on iOS will allow you to watch Flash-based content. Gmail, TeamViewer, Skype, and what would I use Skype for? Did you know there is a camera? I got to pull this up now. I got to show you. There's a camera you can get from Lorex that will allow you to use another Skype account that you sign up for free, and it will allow you to make video calls to up to 4 cameras on that network. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I have a camera in my garage that I have set up on Skype because it's got it tied in a Skype account tied into the camera, and I press video call on Skype, and what'll happen is it'll connect to that camera remotely. So there's a preview of me right here. Give it a second, and you will see in just a moment beyond my nostril. Look at my nostril. It's connecting to Skype that's running on a camera, and it should theoretically. There we go. It's connecting. It's pulling up the video in just a second. How does this increase productivity? Because sometimes I don't remember if I closed the garage door. Now I can without having to run downstairs or drive across town to find out. Kind of neat. So if you have any other recommendations for productivity apps on the go, whether we're talking about an Android device, an iPhone, Windows Phone 7, whatever, you have recommendations to make, we are all ears. Take a look, and all eyes too. Take a look at the article where we've listed all of them, including direct links to where you can get them. And please, if you have anything else to share, let us know. Yay? God, it took forever to load. I gotta hang up. Hanging up. But it's pretty cool how it just Skype is running on a camera. Not a computer, it's on a camera. I don't know how I explained that as well as I could have, but it's on the camera. It automatically picks up. It's kind of neat. All right, top 10 productivity iPhone apps is donezo. Today's Know Me of the Day is... I don't think he's here.
No, I don't think he is either.
No, wait, he was here earlier. Alistair. Know Me of the Day was here. He was here. I swear to God, Alistair was here. He gets the Know Me of the Day because he helped us, he helped Matt specifically with an article on LockerGnome. And so thank you, Alistair, for... Oh, there... Wait, no, not Ben. Ben, by the way, Ben's going to get Know Me of the Day as soon as he receives the thing that he got. He purchased my original Mac Mini, the original stream computer, and I sent it all the way over to the UK for Ben. And I threw in a couple of other surprises, or they should be surprises. But Ben is now the proud owner of a possibly needing to have a hard drive replaced Mac Mini. Of course, the funny thing is if it ships with a broken hard drive and then suddenly the hard drive's fixed, when it gets to the other end. Oh, Micaiah! Sorry, Alistair. There's a disconnect with names and nicknames there. Backlink of the day goes to Techlume.com. Bernardo from Techlume, he reviewed Kelly Clay's LockerGnome post about how to update all your social networks all at once. And so Backlink of the day basically gets you the link in the video's description, as well as in our email newsletter on LockerGnome.com, which I only assume everybody is subscribed to right now. Y'all subscribe to the LockerGnome email newsletter? I'm thinking they are. I'm hoping they are, because we're sending this information out anyway. I mean, would you rather receive it or just guess? Well, I wonder when LockerGnome's posted new stuff. You find out if you sign up, and it's free. And then you get to be the backlink of the day. If you tell me, hey, I link back to this article on LockerGnome.com, you email me, chris@Pirillo.com, and we'll throw you into the queue. We've got a few still coming in. Speaking of few still coming in, go.tagjag.com/spread. We've added Simborg, Shane Turner, Zen, and someone named T, or possibly Alex Brown. Not exactly sure, but that is one way or another. But plenty of you have opted to spread the content that we've shared with the galaxy. And really, that's, what I want to see more of, more support, really. Because why else are we creating this content? Because we're crazy? Yeah, a little. But we're doing it for you. And even though the B Davis 2190, the B Davis 2195 unsubscribed. You know what that means? Now we have room for another user. It's not that annoying. Certainly, I think the email newsletter is less annoying than I am in real life. For real, not kidding. All right, so let's go ahead, and I think we have theoretically. Oh, no, not enough. We don't have enough likes for this live video yet. 186. You guys got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm not using anti-disestablishmentarianism as the word of the day. Death Star is the word? Fine, Death Star. It's kind of random. It's okay, so am I. Let's go ahead and is that 6, honey?
Yes.
6. All right, let's see about opening it up. Do we have any questions, anything else? I don't think anything else I needed to cover on my end. Any questions possibly from the audience that we may be able to answer? Don't know. Maybe even something from the gallery behind me. Foxy Wolf, is that even a real word? We're not even at the end of the video yet, guys. We still have 15 minutes. You guys trying to shortchange me here? Come on. Man. Just can't catch a break. Let's go ahead and open up TeamSpeak and see what questions we might have from the community.
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
Incoming.
Hey. Hi.
How's
Hey.
it going?
What's up?
Hey.
What's going on? What's happening? You guys want to tackle some questions?
Yeah, I've got one for you. It was on YouTube.
Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. Wait. Say we've got some questions coming in from YouTube?
Yeah, I couldn't catch the name. It scrolled off too quick. But basically he asked, what is your favorite minifig?
I don't have one. Next question. Wow. No questions.
Yeah.
What
Well, that was exciting.
about C3PO?
I have a statement, kind of. Well, it could be a question.
Was that it?
Oh,
Well, someone asked if you use Vista.
No.
Is that...
Is that even a question?
I
That
don't
should be a
know.
law. You shouldn't.
I'm looking here on LockerGnome.net.
For long
Yeah,
as
same here.
being a member of Anonymous and Legal.
No idea. No.
In the world uses stuff.
No, it just makes it like...
Well,
There's a question in here that I saw that I was going to ask you. When you talked about camera that was pointing at your garage door, which I love, and I'm going to steal that idea. What do you use? What camera?
It was a Lorex camera. I mean, it's not a computer. It's the camera. Security camera has Skype baked into it.
Oh, it's a security one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one from a line on LockerGnome.net. They say, is using Skype unprofessional for a business?
No. Of course it's not unprofessional for a business. I mean, if anything, it saves you money.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of major news networks use it.
You know,
I believe Skype.
Yeah, I'm not, I wouldn't say a huge fan of Skype, but it's about as close as ubiquitous as it possibly gets, especially for either instant messaging back and forth or doing voice or video chats today.
Yeah, our company's starting to use it for job interviews. for the people coming in from other areas.
Really? Well, you can't really beat the cost. It's free for the most part, unless you pay for the additional services, which I've never done. But I know that some people have replaced their traditional lines of communication with Skype outright, and they're paying less for the same types of services.
Well, if you think about it, and this is my argument at work, I hate flying places to go to a meeting why can't you do it on your computer? I think the days of flying for meetings is over.
So Skype really has replaced, well, I wouldn't say every need to see someone face to face, but from a professional sense, is it good enough for you?
Yeah, for the interviews, it's perfect. I mean, our nursing staff, they're recruiting people from England, from the Philippines, and wanting for nursing, and they're not going to fly those guys in for an interview, so that's the perfect venue.
Does anybody else have any unique uses for Skype?
For Skype, for Skype, I think that the use, because when I was overseas in England a long time ago, I actually would, use the Wi-Fi instead of using up all my minutes.
You may want to mute the stream, dude. You're echoing back. Anybody else? Is he using Skype to save minutes?
Phil Fernandez and I actually use Skype to co-host a show together.
Oh, what show? Well, that was an easy answer.
You just missed a major plug.
Quite all right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on here. I know they've got... What tip can you give me to grow my web designing business? Do you guys really want to know the answer to that? Honey, do you know the answer to how I'm going to answer that question? How am I going to answer it? Oh, it's pretty easy.
Does anyone get it yet?
No, I don't think anybody gets it yet. Nobody gets it?
They have to.
Join Nomies? That's really a lot where we're answering a lot of those business questions. Chris, do you think that Microsoft's products have overall improved since Bill Gates left in 2008? That's real funny. That is pretty funny if you think about it. Actually, it's kind of sad. Don't think about it. Let me see. Oh, apparently I clicked over on the... Oh, I went to TechNet. It's a little weird. That's on Microsoft's website. Do you think Windows 8 will be a fail? We don't know yet. Chris, have you ever used WebTV? No. Hang on just a second. I thought I saw one good question on LockerGnome.net that may be worth talking about here. How do I tell a friend I won't date him? That's a question on LockerGnome.net. I don't know. I'm getting some good questions on LockerGnome.net, but not tons. Other than the is it unprofessional to use Skype for a business, and that conversation kind of petered out there a few minutes ago. Best way of deleting duplicate files. There are utilities that are set up for that. Is marriage between siblings normal in Japan? Some of these questions are just, wow. Wow. Kind of amazing, really. Which SUV should I buy? These are... Can I use USB graphics card as a primary monitor? I suppose you could, theoretically. Why is YouTube Analytics missing a part of my data? Because it's definitely not perfect. Can you get a voice call plugin on a website? Yes. How to write articles for the web? It's kind of a generic question. Is Google Plus really taking off? Yes. What concerns do you have when starting a new job? What video card is better? Do you really care whether you have 3G or 4G? Who still uses a ball mouse anymore? Does your mouse have balls? That was a question. My leg is fine. Thank you. It's much better. Diana really helped it along yesterday. It's still a little sore, but it's better. Can't format corrupted flash drive. I want to recommission my Windows 7 PC. Cyborg gaming lights. How often do you use Siri? Trying to run Android on a Sony Vaio. C programming. Where should I start? Answer this goggle puzzle a day question. I think he needs to install a spell checker there. How can I increase the views to my website? I mean, they're not bad questions in and of themselves, but they're really bad questions. What are your thoughts on OpenID for logging in? Best laptop-friendly Linux distro? Clean my Mac versus Mac Keeper? Well, having a lot of software on my Mac slow it down? What's the best screen recorder for... I swear to God, every week they ask these same questions over and over and over again. Ask Siri some questions? Nah, we've done that before. How do you think the universe will end? I don't think anybody knows. Did you write the MS Smear campaign videos? No. Cinnamon Challenge, you didn't even come close. Hotmail security versus Gmail security, they're both only as good as... Hey, what? Mom is giving me advice. I got a text from my mom. What do you think of touchscreen PCs? I don't. OpenOffice or Microsoft Office? Microsoft Office. It's worth paying for. Sometimes free isn't worth the price you pay. When's it time to upgrade a GPU? Ask Computer Improv. When it breaks. When should you spend your life savings on a Mac? Never. Do you think you might want to make a computer software company? No. No. Where do I get Windows 7 for free? You don't. And if you do, you deserve to be thrown in prison. If you pirate software, I hope they lock you away. Seriously. I have no problem with them throwing the book at you. I think you should be denied any ability to have a job that generates revenue and thrown away into a prison where you will live for the rest of your life. Software piracy, media piracy, it's like almost beneath troll, but really on par. It's like scum of the earth, people who do that. Like, they steal. And they think they're justified in doing it. I don't think it's not justifiable on anybody's measure of what is and what isn't justifiable. Yeah, really, you should be thrown in prison. FaceTime Joe? I probably could. We'll see once with Windows Phone and Windows 8 arrives. Talk about Office for Mac. That's really pointless. Oh, look, it's a word processor. Qualified, people. Qualified questions. Qualified. Good questions. Good questions. Bad questions. Too many bad questions. What's the thing in the back of my head? There's nothing in the back of my head. Should I pull in Dad by FaceTime? Should we try it? Honey, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Shouldn't you give him a heads up? See if he's like around or busy.
We'll find out.
How's life?
We'll find out, won't we? You don't think I should?
If you want.
Well, it's not like he's going to have a bad hair day. It's Dad. He's had a bad hair life. I can try. Although, I wonder if that's going to cause other problems. Nah, I don't know, dude.
Is he watching?
I don't think he's watching, though. I'm pretty sure he's not watching. Mom just texted me, though. How do I FaceTime? Here we go. FaceTime. They could make this easier. All right, we're going to try this. This is the last-ditch effort because we have nothing else going on today. Can you see it? He's probably has heat. You hit record. We're trying to FaceTime Dad. He may not be in the range of a network, though. He may be out and about. Although, what is he doing? Oh, it's connecting. He doesn't know. Well, I mean, he knows it's connecting, but he doesn't know. Hello? Hey, say hello to everybody.
Hey, hello everybody. How's everybody?
They can't. Can you guys hear him? I don't know if they can hear you yet.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, I think they can hear you. I mean, you're loud enough for me.
Oh, you got the camera. You got the camera set up.
Yeah, that's the camera that you used to stare into. So anything you wanted to share with everybody out there?
Well, I was looking forward to watching the debate tonight. Actually, we were watching live on Mom's Apple computer, MacBook computer, and she tried to keep something, and we don't know if she got it.
Did I mention that they have a horrible internet? Yeah, your DSL is needing upgraded. Well, that didn't work. I'm thinking we should probably quit while we're ahead. Let me check one more source here, folks. I'm not gonna. Dad needs to upgrade, and I think this is going to get him over the hump to finally upgrade. Maybe sooner rather than later. I would hope, because trying to convince him that he needed to upgrade, actually doing the YouTube video, I think has convinced him that he needs to upgrade. Oh man, Google Docs for Android now lets you collaborate on the go. Cool. What about iOS? Adobe releases Flash roadmap, narrows focus to gaming and premium video. Let's see here. Any other news headlines? You need core credits to ask questions. Well, who cares? HPQ on revenue down 7%. Net income down 44%. Software sales up 30%. That's good. Google seen poised to overtake Facebook in display ads. iPhone owners ready to close the deal. 75% want to pay by phone. Would you do that? Would you pay by phone? You would? I don't know. I'm still a little... I don't even like paying by credit card. But, with NFC technologies hitting on the forefront. Hilarious. Just stay streaming. I would not pay by phone. I don't know. It's at least I could find this again, my phone. I couldn't find a credit card again. I guess this will make a good 6th video here, if you're ready. It's a good question. Let me find out who was saying this to get the quote right. Pay by phone. This is from VentureBeat. And according to Nielsen's findings, yeah. Are you ready, honey?
Ready.
Cool. Oh, wait, crap. Apparently I'm not. Stop it! I would probably be lost without my smartphone. You may have an iPhone, you may have another type of smartphone, doesn't matter. This is pretty much essential for me to survive. And new data from Nielsen, according to VentureBeat, shows that nearly 1/3 of U.S. smartphone owners, 29%, now turn to their devices for shopping do's and don'ts. And most people are ready to use their phone, most being 71%, according to this report, to purchase things. So my question to you as the community, Are you ready to use your smartphone as a credit device or transactional device outright? Whatever technology is being used, whether it's through some kind of attachment or built-in NFC, something that would allow you to use this as you would like a traditional card. I mean, the benefits seem obvious. Instead of having to keep track of a variety of these plastic cards that could be lost easily, you need to just keep track of this one thing that you may lose. But at least with iOS, there's the Find My Phone feature to be able to pull it out again and find it and say, oh, it's over there, and be able to get to it. When you lose a credit card, there's really no easy way of finding it once it's lost. Not the same with things like iOS devices that have the built-in feature to be able to recover it in association with the service. So there's, I would say, a huge benefit. Of course, I wouldn't want to just walk in front of something, wave my phone without some other type of authentication happening so that I could keep it more safe than I can my current cards. Some people are so concerned that, I never transact anything online. I'm afraid of people getting my credit card number. Well, these same people walk into a restaurant and hand their credit cards over to perfect strangers. You want to talk about not secure? Is it time to start relying on our smartphones as our primary means for currency and currency exchange? Let's, Bitcoin being a completely different topic of discussion, which we've already covered today, but just tying it into a bank account, a checking account, a credit account. It'd just be so much more convenient to use this rather than those pieces of plastic. So, my question to you, are you ready to use your phone as a payment delivery mechanism? There we go.
Good job.
Smartphones need to. No. I wonder what Foxy Wolf thinks. Thanks, everybody, for bearing with us through this slightly elongated, I would say. Didn't get everything that I wanted to have covered as quickly as I would have wanted to cover it, but you bared with us, and I appreciate it. Let's see if we have any more people who have signed up to help spread the word about LockerGnome, and if so, I'm very grateful for that. Yes, Jake W. Flaherty, thank you, and anybody else is welcome to join that list of people who are helping spread the word about LockerGnome. Head over to LockerGnome.com to sign up for the newsletter. Head over to go.tagjag.com/spread to spread the word through your Twitter or Facebook accounts, and or both, really. I thank you for +1ing, for sharing, for liking, for tweeting, for doing what you do to help us do what we do for you. But that actually came out sounding somewhat intelligent as opposed to me during the rest of this broadcast. Thank you for the 213 likes to this point in the video. I would challenge you now to also give those likes over to the new videos that we upload, that we carve out from this show. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and we appreciate that. That says more to us than anything, really. When you comment, when you like, when you rate, when you subscribe, it means everything. Whether you've signed up on nomies.com or whether you're just sitting back and relaxing and saying, I got to let other people know that LockerGnome and Chris Pirillo are doing some pretty cool stuff. We like that too. Then I guess I really have nothing else to cover other than letting you know that we are constantly broadcasting stuff. Really, even if I'm not in the home office, we have the TeamSpeak server, which Nomies can join, and they're talking about random things. In fact, if I jumped into the TeamSpeak, the funny thing is, I turn it over for them to throw out things, and it's nothing. And then the moment I don't open it up, they're blah, 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 talking about interesting stuff. And you can tune in and watch and interact with them live, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Where? Do I really need to tell you? Okay, fine. I mentioned part of the domain, live, but there's a dot after the live, and then after that first dot, there's a Pirillo. That's my last name, Pirillo. If you don't know how to spell it, Google it. There's only one spelling of my last name, folks. Then after the Pirillo, you put another dot, and this is the important part, com. It's got to be a .com, all right? So again, to condense that, that's live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.